Alright, so we have a few more techniques that we're going to be going through for watercolor. I want to move back to blotting. This was just laying down some water and pigment and then taking a paper towel and blotting up. And this is a good technique that you can use for sky, some water maybe, but I think it looks, you can get some cloud shapes in there, and so I think that's a nice thing to think about that you can use for that. Now we have salt. What we're going to do here is we're going to add some watercolor and put down different various values of violet. And then we take just regular table salt. The larger the granules of salt, the more sort of a starburst you're going to get. So if you put the salt on here, you can see how it starts to have these little bursts. And the more you put in certain areas, concentrated in the darker areas, whatever you want to do. I did one previously where I have the salt, the paint has dried, and I'm going to brush off the salt. Be right back. There, I brushed off the salt, and you have this effect on here, which I think is very neat for sand or just wherever you want to put some sort of textural effect. And that's really cool idea to do. Next we have saran wrap. Good old saran wrap that we find in our house. I'm going to put a little bit of water down and we'll do some red here. Make it a little bit more wet. And then you take the saran wrap and you lay it on there, press it on, and you can see that it's starting to make a cool little texture right there already. And you leave the saran wrap on there until it dries. I did one previously with the blue, and I'm going to take the saran wrap off, and look at that. What a cool texture that you have now. You can use that in anything. You can even start with having this as your full page and then paint over top of that. So you have some really good techniques here that you can use to better your watercolor experience and painting.